Hi, and welcome to another DJ VR.io video where we're going to be doing some very basic phrase mixing and beat matching using the MetaQuest 3 in VR. So we're going to be DJing in virtual reality. And I'm very excited because if you go and watch the previous video, we had loaded the playlist for the very first time. We managed to see that there was a lot of issues, especially with the cue points being too close to one another. And I show you how to do the phrase syncing there in a very direct manner. So went off back onto Rekordbox, tweaked all the playlists, the cue points especially, not so much the songs themselves, and brought them back into TribeXR. So today is the very first time where we're basically going to be experimenting and making sure that the playlist works. We're not going to worry about the cue points today. So the sequencing, the EQ today. Wow, very tired. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning here in Singapore. So we're just going to worry about the actual mixing in of the songs, making sure the cue points are all good. And once that's done, then I'll get used to actually doing my phrase mixing and phrase syncing and all this. Then we can start to tweak with the EQ and do effects and all that kind of stuff. So we'll do that a bit later. Today, keep it very, very simple. All right, so let's start from hey. So let me just make sure, yes, holding back is in my deck 1, and then 9 lives is in my deck 4. So there we go, that's there. And then let me just put my cable of my headphones away so they're not in the way, so I can feel comfortable in VR. There we go. All right, so let me put this on B, because that's when we're coming in. There we go. Let's make sure we're at the right beat. So we're going to put masters, and then we're going to do the beat sync. There we go. 118 each. All good. All right, let's start. So we're just waiting for QA to come in. All right, so we're QA, now B is going to come. So B just came in, so it's very direct. Now I've got time to go and get my track and load the third track. C is coming soon. So not long to go for the next track, so let's do this. added some bass a bit. So nice transition there. Now we're waiting for C over there, and we're going to activate A after there. All right, so a little bit messy on the transition just now. Got to learn that one a little bit more of my memory, but not too bad so far. Much more relaxed than compared to before, where I was really trying to, stress so much and change the tracks really fast because my cue points were all too close. So good work. It took a couple of days to redo my cue points properly, but yeah, happy. Just waiting for C to activate over there, experimenting a little bit more with the filter. would be wrong channel 2 by mistake instead of channel 1, which is why there was a bit of a abrupt stop there. But all good. Everything's working perfectly fine. Now we just let the music go and I can do some experimentation. So just experimenting a bit more to accentuate the hi-hat. Next song is coming. A little bit late on this transition. I didn't actually pay attention to my key points. We have DJ Morgan on the call. Hello, dude. transition a little bit abrupt here. I have to work on that one as well. DJ Morgan's cameras, they're very cool angles. My QA is coming. Waiting for QC. right, so here was another example that my cue points were not aligned. So I'm going to have to go back into Rekordbox, change this track, making sure that these two tracks, the cue points, are aligned perfectly. Otherwise, it messes up the transition completely. So on this note, goodbye guys, see you another day. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know your techniques as to how we can make things better. See you later guys. Bye DJ Morgan.